Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night with Kettle Kitchen. I'm glad you guys are here. I see some people have joined us. Welcome, Tiffany, Mud and Mascara. Nice to see you. Prepping for Heaven. Thank you for coming in. Oh, and Tiffany's here. So nice to see you. Thank you. Prepping for Heaven's in here. Nice to see you. Oh, and I see Tiffany's joined us too. So thank you. I appreciate that. Let's make it real. Now you've joined us. Thank you for coming. Sorry.
That was great. That was great.
Might as well
I
bring
like
up
it.
the rest of the group, right?
Yes,
So
please.
Tiffany from Mud and Mascara is with us tonight. We have Bloo from Bloo Self Reliance,
Woo!
Lisa and Dale from 9 Acre Family Farm and Nana 9 Acres, and Ginger from Not For Nothing Homestead. Thank you for coming, guys.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Awesome.
We're here.
Okay.
Cold.
I'm going to ask you one question, and I'm going to go around my version of what I would call around the table. Okay.
Okay.
All I want is if you are not in the U.S., tell us which country you're in. If you are in the U.S., are you West Coast, Middle, or East Coast? That's all I want. Okay.
Tiffany,
where are you located?
We're East Coast.
East Coast for both Ginger and Tiffany. Yes. Blue, where are you located?
I am in the UK, up in Yorkshire.
Yorkshire?
Yorkshire.
Okay. That almost sounded like a Jersey accent, not a UK accent, but I like it. It was
nice.
Good.
Papa's Kitchen's here. Glenda's here.
And Lisa and Dale, where are you guys located?
We're in the center part of the United States.
All right.
The heart
down in the middle.
We are in the
All
heart.
right. So I do want to catch everybody that's in here. I see Leanne Mennonite Farmhouse. She was going to join us tonight, but she had some things she's doing. So she will be in chat with us. Glenda Grayson Fire, welcome. Thank you. My cheesy, snobby canning sister. Papa's Kitchen.
Did we add something else in there?
No, I added the cheesy part. So, yes.
Yeah, the cheesy part's new.
No, that's not new.
Oh.
I thought there was something that we added Friday.
We may have, but I can't remember. So when you think of it, you remind me, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Papa's Kitchen, welcome. I sent you an email today, my friend. So please check your email. I need an answer.
Oh,
hello, Tanya.
He emailed back. He must not have put reply all because I got a response back.
Oh, okay. All I need is it a yes or a no?
I believe it's a resounding yes.
Okay. Then please forward that on to me. And
yes.
And then let's see who else we got. Happy Acres Homestead. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Michelle Carlson. I got to tell you a story. So Michelle sent me an email, and I thought it was interesting because she came in last week, if you guys remember, on our conversation about what to do with inflation, right? And she was new to the channel, and I knew that, but she had sent me an email. Her husband grew up 70 miles south of where I am, and they were curious where I was and all that. And it's funny how small the world is, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And so it was nice getting to meet them. So.
It's a small world
after all. Dang, I was ready to keep going with that.
Wow. We haven't even been going 5 minutes and you guys have already started. Wow.
Listen,
sister
me
from
and
another
Tiffany
mister.
should have been in bed about 2 hours ago, both of us.
Patty's sitting behind me and she said they're trying to stay awake.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So here's where we're at. Okay. And the reason why I asked that question is because last week when we were having our conversation about inflation, it was primarily about individuals and how they're dealing with inflation. What can we offer as suggestions for things to do? We're going to take that a little step further, and we'll have that discussion in a minute. So the first half of the show will be based on that. The second half of the show, we want to come back and have a conversation about how our farms and large gardens able to handle this inflation situation that you guys are in, because I know for Lisa and Dale, they have a farm, they have feed that they have to put out. I don't know about Ginger so much, but I know Tiffany's also got feed that's got to go out as well. And Blue, I know you don't have livestock, but you also
but I have friends who have livestock,
Right.
and I've got information from them.
Right.
Yeah.
So I want to be able, and Kris was going to join us tonight too, but it looks like she has a power outage right now, and it's not a foreseen power outage. So they had somebody that ran into one of their transformers, and it knocked their power out. So
The only time I would have a power outage is if I ran out of gas.
Tiffany, don't smack yourself. It's not worth it.
I got gas, but my truck don't.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to hook you up to your truck. I'm just saying.
I see
Blue's
Krubby the Beagle has joined us.
Too.
Yo.
Annette has joined us. Thank you for coming in, guys. Appreciate it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make this easy on everybody. Please, as long as my internet holds out, we will continue to do this. We're gonna go through and we're gonna have a topic. Okay. So here's the example. This will be the topic. You'll see it roll down on the bottom of the screen. Okay. This first one is about chicken breast, boneless, skinless, normal, and organic. Okay.
Go ahead and say it. I like them big.
I like them chunky.
Whoa.
Yay! Finally, it's not just me misbehaving. Yep. Cool.
Okay. While that's streaming along on the bottom, that'll be the topic we're talking about. Then we're going to show or tell you the prices that each of our regions are dealing with, or countries in Blue's case, which is not in the U.S. Blues and Eyes. Hold on a second. Blues and Eyes will post up there. So as you can see, it says chicken. So we're talking about chicken. KK is Kettle Kitchen. That's the prices I found in the range I found it in. Blues is then following that. So when you look at this, I found an average of $3.94 to $5.70 per pound for that chicken. Okay. In Blue's case, she found it, but it's 30 pounds for every 5 kilos. Okay. And I gave the equation there as to what kilos are, so you guys can have an understanding. Okay. The thing we're here to let you guys know is that the prices are not the same for all of us. We all know that. I'm not implying anybody's intelligence doesn't understand that. But what I'm trying to get you to understand, we're all coming at this from a different direction. So I'm going to go to Tiffany. Tiffany, what is your guys' chicken prices right now?
Now, for regular chicken, it's $2.98 a pound, and organic is $7.99.
So that takes the spread that's on the screen and makes it even wider. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you shopping, girl?
I'm gonna spit out that M&M. That's not one.
No,
sorry, that's that Kroger down here.
Kroger? Kroger is the Hoyt. I can't believe they had it at $2.99 a pound for boneless, skinless chicken breast.
Tony,
yes.
Do you have any mods?
You got any mods?
No, I don't. I'm not watching. Oh, yeah, I do. Grace and Leanne both are mods.
Okay.
I will try to get rid of it myself. There. It may not show up on your guys's, but at least on here, I took care of it.
Okay, because we
thank you. I didn't see it, so I appreciate that. Thank you. You know what, Nana? Do you
I
have
am
your
a mod, but I can't be on there and be on here both.
Nana? Can you on your other device or not?
I'm afraid it'll.
Afraid it'll take.
She'll try.
Okay.
Take her baling
Don't
wire.
worry about it then.
Leanne said she took care of it.
Good, thank you. Appreciate it. No, you're not chopped liver. I already
No,
knew you
you're
were in
not.
there. I just had to remember it. Okay, so
Brenda's
that
in
was
here.
Tiffany. Let's go down to Ginger. What price did you come up for your area for chicken?
Okay, so I have 560. I'm sorry, 596 for boneless, skinless chicken breasts at Ingles, and then that's for regular. I'm sorry, and organic is 769 a pound.
Good grief.
I know.
And we're like an
769.
hour away from each other.
I know. That's why I was saying, girl, where are you shopping? Because I have a Kroger
Wow.
here. But I didn't go to Kroger. I went to Walmart and I went to Ingles. Now, at Walmart, it is cheaper, but I don't buy meat from Walmart. We had this discussion earlier, Tony and I, but
Yeah.
I don't buy a lot of meat from there. Yeah. We'll just leave it at that.
So then that leads me to Dale and Lisa. What did you guys find for chicken prices?
Okay, so first of all, if we want chicken breast, we'll go to the freezer over here.
Yeah.
Understood.
And I will tell you this from what we discovered tonight at the store, we're selling our all natural raised, pasture raised Cornish cross way too cheap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the regular raised in a barn chicken breast, boneless, skinless, was $5.84 a pound.
God.
Yeah.
The one marked free range,
yeah,
was $4.94 a pound.
Yeah.
Yep.
We retail it to customers at $3.50 a pound for a whole bird.
So then throwing as well into the conversation, I do want to say hi to Brenda Redbird Farm. Thank you for coming in. What I'm seeing in the chat real quick, I'm glancing. So if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. Leanne said that she can get chicken breast 40 pounds in a box for $48 at the bulk Mennonite store. That's a steal. If you can find them, buy them, get them, because you're not going to find it better than that. Moving down though. Oh, go ahead.
Our local Amish store doesn't sell any meats. Okay. I mean, they sell, I'm sorry, they have like a lunch counter where you can have a sandwich made. They have sweet rolls, and this is in Blue Ridge. And then, of course, they have pasta. They have bulk butter that they make. I think they make it. And then beans. But they don't have any like bulk
meats
chicken.
Or something
Yeah, they don't have anything like that. Which I do love that place. I go up to Blue Ridge quite frequently and get butter and pasta from them.
Okay. And then Michelle Carlson said that she found it for $2.99 a pound.
Nice. Good job, girl. Can that stuff.
Lori at Prepping for Heaven said that on Tuesday their local market had it for $2.49. Hold the thought on local market, and I think it's a conversation we need to have. But Market had a special $158 a pound for boneless, skinless chicken breasts. No, that's fine, Michelle. Thank you. And then Annette down in Australia, they're paying between $10.50 and $15 a kilo.
That's a lot.
Now, also understand their difference. I think we had this conversation the other night, and it's $13.99 Australian is $8.55 US. So there is an exchange difference there. But
I just
still
looked up and compared E30 to the dollar, and it was $29.55 US.
What euro?
The euro?
That's a euro. That's Europe and the Republic of Ireland.
What is Australia use? What is their
Australian dollars?
Dollars. Okay. I couldn't remember.
When that price there, I mean, like I was there 2017, and that's probably double what I was paying at that point.
Wow.
Okay, so that's a lot. When I was like shocked just then, I'm shocked. That's double what I was paying then.
Happy Acres Homestead in Florida that's got it for $3.99 for organic bird. And I'm just really quickly trying to look here. Oh, Michelle Carlson said their 40-pound box special today, $62.99 for a 40-pound box. But still, at that's still a good buy. So, here's where I was going to go with this. And I do want to continue on this because I want people to see the differences. The biggest thing, and I don't remember if it was Tiffany or if it was Ginger, but I had a conversation with one of the two of them today.
We're one and the same.
Okay, that worked for me.
Just call us Georgia girls.
Yeah,
okay, that worked.
Grits.
The primary thing is when you find it on sale, take advantage of it if you can, because it may not come to that price again. That's the biggest thing I can say. The second thing is shop your local little stores. They're trying to stay in business. So they're going to have the prices that most of the box stores are not going to have. Okay.
Yeah.
Look for a Mennonite or an Amish store that might have meat, or if it's produce you're after, or whatever it may be. Take a look at them because you never know what you're going to find. Okay.
No, but we had the manager's special conversation today.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
we had
another
TNT.
Right.
Yeah, we had TNT meats conversation, local.
Yes.
Like private, family-owned little place that I went to.
Right.
So, and their prices were twice. I mean, they were a lot lower than the store.
Wow.
Yeah, the store was twice as much as the meat market. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So here's your next subject. We're going to talk turkey now. Okay.
Okay.
So for me, the price I was able to find was at the store was $1.68 to $1.88 a pound. But then on the other hand, Butterball, which is a known turkey for the United States, it's $4.57 a pound.
Holy moly.
Huge difference in price.
Stop it.
Okay? No,
Seriously.
I'm not exaggerating. I'm serious. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then you look at Bloo. Now look at their price difference. Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong. Bloo, go ahead and take it away because you know it better than I do.
Okay, so the average turkey that we get, freezer turkeys that we buy in the stores, they're actually imported from the EU. They're not actually grown here. They've gone up double in price from last year. They're now like 26 quid for the smallest of turkeys, like a big chicken turkey. Okay. But if you want a organic homegrown turkey, you're looking at 200 quid, and that's for the smallest one they can give you. Which is a little bit bigger than your average big chicken. All right, so you've got, it's probably enough for a family of maybe 4, 5, 6.
Wow.
That is £200.
But 2.2 pounds would be a little chicken.
Yeah, but that's
how much a kilo is. A
kilo
is
1 kilo.
Okay, I'm following it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. I need to find Nana's like crazy old grandma glasses so I can.
Okay. So that being said, I mean that's a lot of money when you look at it. 200 pounds.
That's actually if you're on the lowest of incomes here, which would be on your benefits, that's 3 weeks worth of money.
Whoa, goodness gracious, just to have a Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah, we don't do Thanksgiving over here.
They don't do Thanksgiving there, so that kind of helps.
That's okay. It's all good. But we do get turkeys for Christmas.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, but that's 3 weeks worth of money.
Now, but let me ask you something, Bloo. Do you think that price would drop before Christmas?
No, if anything, it'll go up.
Okay.
Because there's also a scarcity of turkeys because they've started doing spot checks at the borders now, which they never did before. And they've discovered that 50% of the trucks were holding rotten food.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Kind of glad they did those spot checks, huh?
Well, yeah, but it's because they're being kept for 4 days in Kent before they can get their paperwork done. So, it's they can only have their trucks running for so long, and so the refrigerators have to be turned off, and then so they're believing that around 60%, and we have noticed a marked difference in stability of fresh fruit and veg and stuff over here, where it might have lasted 2 or 3 weeks before, it's actually lasting 3 or 4 days.
Right. That's happening here too.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then, Tiffany, what do you have for your area?
$2.48 a pound.
$2.48.
That's just for whatever the store brand is.
Okay. And
the
ginger?
Organic ones.
Oh, sorry.
Organic ones are running that price here too, the same as Bloo.
Same price.
Yeah, it's like $150, $160 for organic turkey.
Wow, that is just
wow.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
It is.
I'm gonna get in the turkey raising business. And we're
That's
all
what I was thinking.
Apparently, we need to.
Ginger, what are you seeing? Same thing.
Okay, so I will tell you, I went to Ingles, and Ingles has no turkeys out.
Mm-hmm.
None.
There's a lot of us that don't. Mm-mm.
She gone.
We're gonna have to deal with Ginger. I think she's going in and out. So while we're waiting on her, Dale and Lisa, what about you?
All Walmart had was Butterball.
No, they actually had another one, but
we didn't get that price.
We didn't get that price but Butterball turkey here is $1.18 a pound.
Okay.
No matter what size you want to pick.
All right. Now, with that, I did see that Lori said at Prepping with Heaven, the frozen turkey at Wally World, where she's at, was 98 cents a pound. So that might be something that's coming. I just haven't seen it here at my area.
You also have to remember we're surrounded by Butterball's just south of us.
Right.
Huge turkey farms.
Mm-hmm.
Ginger?
Okay, so Ingles had none out at all. Mm-hmm. But when I went to Walmart has their store ones for 98 cents a pound.
Okay. And she'll be back with us when she catches up. Oh.
Bless her.
Oh, poor thing.
Poor girl.
So, and then I'm seeing prices float around of $1.99 a pound. I'm seeing $2.99 to $3.99 a pound for organic. There's that there.
They're all over the place.
So did you want to participate tonight, or do you just like this ping pong thing you're doing?
You know what? Are you talking to me? Because I don't even see me up there, and everybody's frozen.
Yeah, you're up
I don't
there.
know what's going on with my internet. It's
I
not
don't know.
usually.
It's all right, honey. We know.
It's not usually this bad.
We'll just move on and we'll keep going. Okay.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay. So next we're gonna look at ground beef, and what we're looking at is 80-20. And I think I grabbed the right one here. Yes. So for me, I found it anywhere for store brand, just normal ground beef, $4.08 a pound to $5.58 a pound. If you're getting the top sirloin, I found it from $5.13 a pound to $6.99 a pound. Bloo has it at 16 pounds per kilo.
Yeah.
So that's not cheap.
Why I ain't buying it?
Yes.
I just want a bit of mince, not half the bloody cow.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
So now having that conversation, let's hop down to Dale and Lisa. What do you guys got? And we'll catch Ginger on the flip side.
We found it tonight. $4.36 a pound.
Okay.
But I was at the local butcher today, picking up one of our animals.
Good night, Brenda.
And I know you can buy it for under $4 a pound there, and it's actually 90-10.
Oh wow. Okay, so that's a better one then.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Tiffany, how about you?
Ours from the box stores is $4.49 a pound.
Okay. So we're talking about ground beef, Ginger.
Okay, I just restarted the whole thing. I went and got a cow tail, so hopefully that'll
Oh,
help.
you're all good now then. You're perfectly fine.
Hopefully it'll help me and the computer. I don't know. But
Okay.
we're on ground
What
beef.
did you have? Yeah, what did you have for ground beef?
Okay, let's see. 80/20 at Walmart was $3.51 a pound, and then $4.88 a pound if you were at Ingles.
Okay.
Now that's for 80/20, and that's just tax. If you got pre-made patties, have you done a pre-made patty?
Uh-oh.
I am not laughing at you. I'm laughing with
No.
you because I
Yeah.
know that internet struggle bus.
Yes.
All right. So
Oh, bless you.
I'm seeing Lori says they had a special on Saturday. I'm not sure where she's talking about 85 lean burger for $3.99. So I'm not sure where that was at, but again, we're back to the same thing. Check out your prices, check out your sales, check out your manager specials, try to do what you can.
What in the world?
And if
I
it's
know, that's what I thought.
if they run a special where it's aged, she's sticking her tongue out at us.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Always remember that you can always purchase that, even though it's getting close to the date. Go ahead and brown it, and then store it.
Yes,
freeze
that's a good
it,
point.
can it,
Yeah.
something like that, and then it's shelf stable or stable.
Yeah.
Right. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next one. Nope.
Yep.
Okay, I thought I heard a nope, and I think I did, but she can't say anymore. So
Oh, bless her.
We're good.
All right, moving
All right.
on.
moving on. Sorry, I can't follow you, Ginger.
Poor girl.
So now we're doing ground beef, but we're doing the ready-made patties or frozen patties, however you look at some people call them different things. So what I found for me was in the store for 8 frozen patties you can get for $12.97. Or you can get the sirloin for 12 patties for $16.97. Now, when Blue and I had the conversation, she would love to talk about it. I will let her. If she can keep her mouth on the clean side, we'd be doing good.
I'm being good.
Yeah, you are right now.
Yeah. So the cheap yucky burgers that you can get in the packet in the frozen section of the supermarket, they're like a $5 for 8. They're Tanny's bestest favorite. So we've always got a couple of packets in the freezer for him. But the supermarket ones, yeah, they're fresh ones. They're £7 for 4. And they're no bigger than the little cruddy frozen ones. And the butcher's is worse. It's just, there's no set price for them, like across the board. It seems to be, oh well, I'm going to charge this, and I'm going to charge that, and I'm going to charge this, and what have you. But it's like,
So Ginger, we're gonna grab you real quick before we lose you again. We're talking
No,
about.
I'm on my phone. My phone. I gave up on my computer. Yeah, we should be good.
So now we're talking about the ground beef ready-made patties or frozen. What did you find?
I got the ones that they put together in the meat section, not the ready-made boxed ones that you can buy. And And the ground beef, the 80-20 patties at Walmart, they were $4.16 a pound. At Ingles, they were $5.18 a pound.
Okay. And then Tiffany, how about you?
Now ours, we're an hour apart. Ours are $5.49 a pound.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Isn't it?
Dale and Lisa, how about you guys?
What do we have?
These are the not the ready-made ones, but the ones they make at in the meat section. It's $4.37 a pound.
How much a pound?
$4.37 a pound.
Okay.
For the 80-20.
Okay. So I'm here to tell you, just from my own experience, if you don't grind your own hamburger and you do go buy your hamburger, make your own patties. It's a lot cheaper.
Oh,
yeah.
And freeze them. Okay.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Anyway.
freeze them? Cook them right then. Make them.
Yep.
Okay. I'll just leave that.
And then all you have to do is take them out and nuke them.
Good point. It is a good point. All right. So moving on to the next one. This one's going to be a short-lived conversation, I already know, but we will go ahead and go down it. So we're going to talk about corned beef. Not available anywhere, any of my stores. I can't get it.
Wow.
What?
Yep.
Whoa.
We can't either.
Bloo has it. Okay.
What?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Bloo doesn't get it like we're talking about. They only have them in tins, and it's 6 tins for £15, 28.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Tins,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
can.
Little square
A can.
tins like this. I'm not talking the
Oh.
big industrial tins. I'm talking the little sandwich tins.
I
Mhm.
guess we
Mm.
didn't look.
To open
That
it up.
might have been available that way.
Yeah.
We didn't look.
Yeah,
When
I'm not
we
sure.
thought of corned beef, we thought of corned beef in a vacuum
Raw.
sealed package.
That's what we were
Yeah.
talking about, but they don't have it there that way.
So we don't have it there, which is partly why I made the video of how to make it from scratch.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Because
Mhm.
I can't get it here, and in Australia, that's part of our bloodstream. That's in our DNA.
Yeah.
You know, that's corn silver side. Everybody has it, you know, because it's a cheap
Right.
meat.
Well,
But yeah.
it usually shows up in our store like around March.
Tiffany, how about
For me, it
Right.
is $6.99 a pound.
Tiffany? What did you find? Right.
It's $6.99 a pound.
$6.99 a pound. Okay.
Wow.
Ginger, how about you?
Okay, I'm about to blow your mind. At Walmart, I found it, and it was such a good deal. I went ahead and got some. It was. I was like, I came home and I said, Tony, you made me spend money, and I was just supposed to go get prices. But at Walmart, it was $4.48 a pound. Now at Ingles, it is $7.98 a pound.
Whoa.
$3.50 a pound difference in the two stores, and they're literally 4 minutes from each other.
Yep.
Jeepers.
Wow.
Crazy. Mm-hmm.
That's bonkers.
It is crazy.
And
And even at in March, like around St. Patty's Day, when you would want to have corned beef, it was never that cheap. It was at least $6 and up everywhere.
Okay.
So,
All right. So here goes one of the hot topics for the evening. Are we ready?
okay.
Our next conversation is butter.
Oh God.
What a baby.
So
Body by butter.
My butter, store brand, anywhere from $4.48 a pound to $5.28 a pound, or you could do Kerrygold. Now, Kerrygold here, you have to buy it in 2 stick boxes. Those, in order to get a pound's worth, I got to spend $8.36 to get Kerrygold. Okay. Blue, why don't you tell us about your butter?
Yeah, they can shove their butter. I'm not paying those prices for it. I'm not even kidding. Right, so our butter comes in 250 gram packs, so it's half a pound, right? Half a pound block. And it's doubled in price in the last 6 months to £2.50 for just one. So £5 for a pound of butter is not going to happen at all, ever. I don't care. You know, it's just like, forget it. Make your own butter. You don't want to know what the price of cream is over here to make that amount of butter.
Right.
It's not worth it.
Wow.
It would cost me probably £15 to get enough cream to make that amount of butter. It's just not worth it.
One thing I found interesting about when Blue and I were talking about it, though, over there, their crappy butter is the same price as Kerrygold. There wasn't a price difference. No. And I find that interesting.
Yeah.
Because it's always more expensive over here.
Yeah, that's because it's
like a commodity.
Over there.
Good point.
Whereas it's not imported over here. It's literally a hop, skip, and a jump from one island to another. So it's not. Okay. Yeah.
So Blue, can I ask you a question?
Oh. Sure, hon.
Go ahead.
So what do you do instead of that? Because I'm assuming ghee is just as much.
Oh, there's no way I'd be buying ghee. That's like £20 a tin. That's not going to
So
happen.
what do you do as a substitute for butter?
We get margarine.
Okay.
And for baking, we get these 2-liter containers of stalk, which is basically probably the worst thing you can put in your body. But you know what? When you have to do a lot of baking, I don't care. It tastes the same, you know, and they don't know the difference. So my lot really do not know the difference. They haven't got a clue. So, I just use that because I can get a 2-liter tub of that, which is, you know, like a small ice cream container, right?
Yeah.
And that cost me £3. £3.
Wow.
Big difference.
Yeah. So I'm not going to pay.
Sorry, Tony, I didn't mean to get it off the rails.
No, you're fine.
No,
I mean the question.
I was just wondering because I throw butter in everything.
Yeah, we do too.
I would if I could. Trust me, I would if I could. Yesterday, I got to cook with real butter, and I nearly lost my knees. It was because that to me is a special occasion thing, and I will be buying 1 pack of butter to do the roast veg for Christmas dinner. 1, and that's it.
Yeah,
that is it.
Oh, wow!
And like half of it will be to do the veg that I'll mix in with duck fat, and the other half will be going on the turkey bird. But there is no way that I would buy it as any other thing. I know margarine is really bad for you, but you know when you got to make do with what you've got and what you can afford to get, and that's what we can afford to get. So
So Dale and Lisa, what did you guys find?
For the great value butter, it was $4.48 a pound.
Okay.
And the Kerrygold butter was $8.39 a pound.
Okay. And Sleepyhead, how about you?
So our butter is the Kerrygold is the same price as Dale and Lisa's, roughly around 8 something, 8.40.
Something
like that. And then the butter I had to look up. So it was $3.70 a pound.
Well, it's not too bad, I guess, compared.
Because I hate to say it, I've been rat packing butter for since Christmas in my freezer.
We do
So
that
it's,
too.
yeah,
We
it's
do
been
that
a
also.
minute. It's been a minute, and like doing this work is like, yeah, like
Mm.
It's
mind
eye
blowing.
opening.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well,
Yes.
it is. It really is for Tiffany when you look at it from her perspective that she shops once every 2 months.
Mm.
She's been
Yeah.
stockpiling like everybody should be doing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Mm-hmm.
sticker shock when you go from
Yeah,
6 months ago to today, and oh
big.
my word, what?
Yeah.
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 Mm.
So, what did you find, Ginger?
Well, I found Walmart, their store brand is $4.48 for a pound, and then Ingles store brand is $4.78. So they're only 30 cents difference there. And they were actually dead even with the same thing you have as far as the price for Kerrygold.
Mhm.
$8.36 for a pound. So I'd have to buy 2 packs. And yeah, but I couldn't believe Walmart and Ingles were dead even on 2 items.
Okay.
And that was one of them. And Kerrygold, I know, is usually jacked up by everybody, jacks that price up over here. I understand it doesn't for Blue, but here it does. But they were
And-
dead even. I was shocked.
And
Right.
here where I live, they don't have 4 sticks of Kerrygold.
Mm-mm.
It's only 2
No,
sticks
we don't either.
for
We don't
Yeah.
either.
$8.
But
Yeah.
they have the price
What?
of it because all the
Yes.
rest of it is bought by the pound.
Yep.
They actually have the price posted if you buy 2 packages by
Now
the
see,
pound.
ours is $8.40 something cents for those 2 sticks, 1 box for the
My,
Kerrygold.
Mm.
It is
well,
high
that's
here.
double then.
Yeah, because to
Yeah.
get a pound of it is like almost $17.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Wow.
hmm
Mm-mm. Not
See,
happening.
the way that you guys have Kerrygold as your ultimate butter, I think what we have over here is called Lurpak, and it's Danish.
Ah,
And it is the top end of butter down here.
hmm
And for their butter, it's actually the same price.
Yeah, and that blows me away.
It's the same price across the board as the cheap store bought. I've just very
Wow.
quickly looked it up. For 250 gram pack is still £2.50 for the Lurpak.
what is that brand called, Blue, that's Danish?
Lurpak, it's Lurpack.
Does anybody else recognize that name?
No.
No.
I don't either.
Our
Yeah,
preference
it's
in our
definitely-
country, like most people don't even buy the GV brand, the Great Value.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Mostly Highland.
Highland is like the what everybody here buys.
Okay.
That's
Mm.
the local milk processor here
Right.
and everything.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So we're moving on to the next hot tip topic item.
Yeah.
I just got to find where I was here.
While you're looking that up, I do want to point out a lot of people in the chat, Tony, are saying Costco, Costco, Costco.
Right.
Guys, for Lisa and I, it's like 2.5 hours to go to Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
Wow.
imagine.
So the Costco deal doesn't ring true for most of the country.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're in a great big city to us, then yeah, Costco might mean something.
hmm
But like Kansas City would be the closest one for us.
My goodness. Now, I think the closest one to me would be in, and I don't even think there's a Costco, it's just a Sam's, is in Woodstock. Where do you go, Tiffany?
I actually have one because I live kind of in the city.
Uh-huh.
So it's like a 5-10 minute drive for me.
Holy cow. Wow.
Yeah, I don't like, I would love to live out where there's not all this stuff,
Yeah.
but it's pretty close for me. Both of them, Sam's and Costco.
Yep.
Goodness gracious.
Blue.
So is Costco like a bulk buy place?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's a bulk buy.
Our equivalent to that here would be Booker's.
Okay.
Okay, but you have to have a business and prove that you have a business to be able to go and shop there. And you have to have like a membership. Is that kind of the same thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, it's only Sam's. You used to have a business to shop at Sam's, but not anymore. You can just buy the membership now as an individual. And same thing with Costco, right?
Mm-hmm.
Costco used to be that way. They're not like that anymore. Yeah. All right.
We have
So our
Booker's,
next,
but I'm not going in there because I'll never come out.
Yeah.
Or I won't be allowed out at the shop. Should we just say that? I'll be too scared.
That'll work. All right. So our next topic is eggs.
Hey, wait. Are we completely done with meats?
I believe so.
I think so.
Because I did regular ham too. Did anybody else just price a ham just for giggles?
No.
Yeah, I was looking at ham because of the holidays. How much is it there?
Hams here at Walmart, they had two different kinds, $1.98 a pound and $2.24 a pound, and then at Ingles it was $2.88 a pound.
Yeah, it's $2.99 here. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just going to Lisa and Dale's and getting my ham.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, my ham's going to come right out of the freezer right over there.
I knew that was the
Oh, I bet. And yours will be 10 times better than anything we can get.
Well, since we're on the discussion of ham, Blue, do you have an idea of what ham's costing for you guys?
Okay, so ham here is very, very different to what it is over there. And it's quite shocking when you come over here because it's like, where's the ham? Okay. So you can buy deli ham off the bone in slices. And you're looking at probably anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds a kilo. So 2.2 pounds, depending on what kind of, whether it's what we call a soccer ball ham or if it's off the bone. But what they have here is gammon, what they call gammon, which is a part of a ham, or it's basically just your brined piece of pork, let's say. And that's your cookable ham, and that's usually around 8 to 10 pound a kilo.
Wow.
I have found it recently for £6 a kilo, and I grabbed 2.
She said 2.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to eggs. So eggs. Well, that's not eggs. Sorry, that's eggs. And so here's what I came up with. Store brand, $4.48 a dozen, up to $5.28 a dozen. Or I can go to my local store and pay $19.95 for 60.
That's crazy.
Blue has a price as well.
We had a situation here because of avian flu and the lockdown that they had for the birds. We had a situation where for 4 months of this year, we had no free range eggs because the birds all had to be under lockdown, obviously, with roof and all of that kind of stuff. So there was no free range animals, and they weren't allowed to call them free range, but they were all in the barn at that point. We don't have caged eggs here anymore. Doesn't happen. It's not allowed. So, but for £1.50 for 15 eggs, that is all mixed sizes. It's not a set size. But we can get trays of 2.5 dozen for around about £8, and they're large. So, we can get those. That's supermarket prices, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Ginger, how about you?
So I went to Walmart and I just did the 5 dozen price, the case of them.
Mm-hmm.
So at Walmart for eggs, the 5 dozen price was $12.17. And then actually Ingles did offer it as well. I couldn't believe that, but they did, and it was $14.36 for 5 dozen.
All right.
Yep.
I'll let Tiffany retract her jaw, and I'll move over to Dale and Lisa real quick.
Why are you dropping your jaw?
Because that's obviously a lot higher than she found. So
it's way cheaper than what we found.
Cheaper?
Wow.
60,
yeah, hers is cheap.
A 60 count or 5 dozen was $17.81.
Wow.
And our just regular cage eggs were like $3.47
for
a dozen.
A dozen. Okay. All right, Tiffany, hit us with it, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. She is 1 hour from me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it.
5 dozen is $17.88
At Walmart?
Walmart.
Oh
or
my
Kroger.
gosh.
That's
hold on.
crazy. I gotta go look now. Hold on just a second.
Okay. And now you can get an 18 count at Walmart or at Kroger for $3.79.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so thankful all those chickens that I have in my yard.
Yes.
Us too.
I'm going to buy eggs tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Why?
60 count eggs at Walmart right now, $7.47.
What?
See,
I'd be camping outside the front door for that.
$7.47.
Wow.
What?
Unreal.
That is unreal.
I could have went 8 miles and bought 3 packs of what I bought from this store for that price.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be getting those and preserving those, mate. I'd be putting them in water glass.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be water glassing them. I'd be pickling them. I'd be doing everything.
This is what we're talking about. Me, Dale, and Lisa had this conversation earlier. Even though we all have Walmarts, theoretically, I know you don't, Blue, but everybody else does. And not everybody. U.S., everybody does. That price I just found for $7.47 does not compare to Tiffany's, does not compare to Ginger's, and does not compare to theirs. But they're all Walmart. So why is there a big, huge difference? Papa's Kitchen down there said his Walmart's $22.
Yeah.
What? Oh my gosh.
Yay.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
Feathered Friends Homestead says, Tony, buy chickens, it's cheaper.
Yeah. You are. Yeah.
Yeah, but what about feed?
We'll get to that conversation
I
was gonna
say, stay tuned.
Stay tuned
so
for the
Tanya,
second
who's my
half.
sister, she'd be going to the same Walmart. She'd be going to the same Walmart. She can get 18 for $2.52. So I mean, okay. I didn't forget anybody, right?
Nope.
No.
We're moving on. I'm tired of talking about eggs that are costing me too much. Let's move on. Let's move on to flour. So for me, I was able to find at Walmart because I actually need to go get some. They have it for $8.98 for a 25-pound bag. Blue is a little different. Go ahead. I'll let you.
It is cheaper to buy it in the 2 kilo bags over here, which is about 4.5 pounds. So it's cheaper to do it that way. And I got it the other day for 86p a bag. So I bought 10 bags.
For 1 kilo?
For 2 kilos.
2 kilo bag is 86 cents, basically.
Yeah, so that's about 4.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that.
Yeah, because I've been doing that all along, because I will not pay double or triple the price to buy it in bulk.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. You know,
no, that's when you're supposed to get a deal.
Yeah. But no,
Yeah.
it's not. So I just buy it in the other bags and put it in containers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have been really lucky over the last few years. There have been some really good deals on flour. I found some 00 flour probably about 6 months ago. That was 20p a bag for 2 kilos. And I just went, I'm having 10 of the plain, 10 of the self-glazing, and I'll fight you.
You didn't grab any and send it to me? What's up with that?
You know.
No.
Now, what did you call it? You called it self-glazing?
Self-raising.
Self-raising. Okay.
Yeah, so it's got baking powder in it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Self-rising.
Yep.
Self-rising is what they're labeled. They label it over here.
All right. Okay.
So Tiffany, what did you find?
Our 25-pound bags are $12.13 for a flour.
So they're a little more expensive. What about you, Dale and Lisa?
25-pound bag was $8.98.
Okay. And Ginger?
So a 25-pound bag at Walmart was $8.32, but the shelf was empty. And then at Ingles, of course, and then at Ingles, they offer a 25-pound bag of flour. I hope you're all sitting down. $20.98.
That is insane. It is insane.
More than double. It is insane.
I'm going to tell you, Lori from Prepping for Heaven says $19.94 for a 25-pound bag of King Arthur at their local Walmart.
Must be nice because my Walmart doesn't.
My Walmart does not have King Arthur, and that is my preferred brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our local grocery store carries it, but we couldn't touch it for that price.
No.
Yeah, no, we couldn't either. I mean, there's King Arthur, but it only comes in the 4-pound bag?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's like $20 for 4 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick 3 other things. If you guys want to have a conversation about another thing, you can throw it out there. Just because we've been at this almost an hour, I do want to get to the other subject matter we want to talk about tonight. So the first thing I'm going to jump in, but I want to kind of take this over just for a minute, and I'll tell you why. So we're going to talk about bread. Okay. If you can be quick about it, I'll jump through and see what everybody got. What did you end up with, Tiffany?
Bread?
Yes.
$3.99 a loaf to $5.29 a loaf.
Okay. And Blue, how about you?
Our cheapest is 39p a loaf.
Okay.
I'm not really sure of the contents of that. I'm pretty sure it's got a list as long as my arm. But you know, the name brands are about £1.25, and the bakery in-store bakery is $1.35.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, if you want really posh loaves, you're going to go to the bakery, and they're going to be upwards of £5 a pop. So
okay, that makes sense. Dale and Lisa,
110 to 262.
110. Wow. Okay. And Ginger, how about you?
$1.50 for Ingles store brand up to, that's a store brand. And then the one that we like is the Sara Lee butter bread. That is $3.47 a loaf at Ingles.
Okay, so here's why I wanted to take this over. As you can tell on mine, it's $2.29 to $2.99, and I can get a bakery loaf for $4.99. So it just depends on what I want. And here's the problem I have with that and why I did it this way. When me and Tiffany were talking, I was like, wait a second, something's making sense to me here. If I think about this the smart way, and I figured it out, I can make a loaf of bread with 36 slices in it for $1.28. Homemade. I know what's in it, and it takes me about an hour to make.
Oh, wow.
Why? I have kids who have preferences, but aside from that, I think I'm making bread on my own from now on.
Yeah.
I agree. I also agree with Dark Lord Minute. Sourdough bread for me.
Yep.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah. I'm
You
working
were?
up to it, Dale. I'm working up to it.
So the next quick thing I want to run through is, and this is a quick thing. I know not everybody drinks it, but it'll give you the variances. Okay. We're going to talk soda pop real quick. I know not everybody drinks soda pop, but here's the price. I remember going to the store for my mom in the most expensive convenience store around, buying a case of pop for her that cost $1.99.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, those days are long gone. Okay. But this
now, is that a 12-pack? Or is that that's a suitcase?
That's a suitcase, what you're seeing on the screen.
Yeah.
$11.98 for a suitcase. Blue, I'll just throw it out real quick. She can get a 30-pack for 18 pounds. What about you, Ginger? What's yours?
Okay, for Coke, it is, hang on, it's at the bottom. It is a suitcase is $12.38 at Walmart, $12.98 at Ingles.
Okay, Dale and Lisa.
For Coke, a 12-pack is $12.38, and for a 12-pack of Pepsi, it's $11.38.
For a 12-pack?
Or sorry, 24-pack.
Oh, okay. I was
24-pack. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
I will tell you this though. Coke Zero is $9, almost $9 for a 12-pack.
Ouch.
Zero sugar.
Wow.
Ouch. Tiffany, how
Yes,
about
but
you?
lots more chemicals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you,
Now,
Tiffany?
I had to look this up. From Sam's, a 35-pack is $17.48.
Jeez.
We don't buy Coke. Now, if you ask Maddie, she knows. But
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, me neither.
So here's the last one we'll go over. Coffee. So here's what I found. For a 30.5-ounce container, $8.92 for the store brand. Name brand, I could go online and buy because I'm actually out right now. So I would have to do it either that way or go into Walmart. But on Walmart, buying it online is going to cost me $25.92 for 37 ounces.
Is that like Maxwell House?
That is filters at Walmart. Okay. Now, excuse me. Let's take Blues in. And I would love to tell this and you can elaborate. How's that sound?
Okay.
So this is how Blue told me. Okay.
Yeah.
Blue said for her store brand, which is the floor coverings that they sweep up into a dustpan, those would be 83.
It's so bad that when you actually pour hot water on it, there is a layer of oil on the top of your coffee.
Yeah.
That's the quality we're talking. It is 4 sweepings that have been overly roasted to just get the flavor of the rat poop off it.
Yep.
So yeah.
Oh, yikes.
You know what I mean? That's how bad it is.
So then the next one then would be, and that's for 100 grams. Okay. And then you move into their name brand, which would be 290 grams for 7 pounds. Here's the thing you guys need to understand. Okay. We just said 7 pounds, right? 250 grams is 1 cup. So if you compare that to what it sounds like we're used to buying, you would have to probably spend almost $60 to equate to the same amount of coffee we're used to buying at her place.
Holy moly.
Yeah. And I might be off a little bit, but I'm not too far off.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Tiffany.
So 48 ounces here is $10.36.
Is that
And
name
that's
brand or store brand?
the Maxwell House. I didn't know what to look up, so I just Maxwell House.
Okay. And ginger?
I have the 25.6 ounce because I always buy the half calf, and I guess it's priced a little bit differently. At Walmart it's $7.86, and then at Ingles it's $11.48.
Wow, big difference.
And now I drink coffee constantly and keep it stocked, and I haven't had to buy coffee in quite a while. And I was really shocked when I saw this one. It has gone up so much in the last, I would guess 2 months. I mean, I used to pay like barely $6 for this same thing that now I have to pay $7.86 for.
So we will go into that in just a second. I do want to catch Dale and Lisa real quick, and I'll tell you guys why. What did you guys find?
Folgers in a 40 ounce, $13.42. Great Value in a 48 ounce, $10.92.
Wow.
I'm boycotting my Walmart.
Yeah.
But that was like shocking to us because we don't buy canned coffee. We buy the K-Cups because as I told Tony earlier, I'm a coffee snob. Like I drink lots of coffee because I teach and I lecture all day.
Right.
Yeah.
I use the cup, as I need it.
Yeah.
And like a 12 count of box of, say, Folgers brand or our Great Value brand would be like $5. So basically $5 for 12 cups of coffee.
So about 60 cents a cup.
Yeah.
So here's the reason, and I'm going to let Tiffany take over for a second. Tiffany, why don't you give us an idea of how the prices have changed from one point to another?
Well, this is just mine personally. I saved my receipts and stuff, and I went back and dug up receipts from January, June, August, and October on just very few things. So butter in January for me was 85 cents a pound. That's when I said I have like half the bottom of a deep freezer full of butter. In June it went up to $1.29. August it went to $1.59, and now we're at $4.79 in October.
In
That's
3 months,
nuts.
3 months, it has jumped over $3.
Yep.
So eggs, and we really haven't bought eggs, but I know Jamie does buy them for her husband because he refuses to eat a chicken butt egg. So in January,
so where do the other ones come
they
from?
both
The
come
chicken
from the same place, right?
Yeah.
I know. I try to explain that, but it doesn't work.
Okay.
So in January they were 99 cents. June they went up to $3.49, and then in August they went up 10 cents to $3.59, and in October they went up to $3.79 per dozen. Okay. Now beans, we can a lot of beans, dried beans. I make a lot of refried beans. Everybody knows that. So in January we were paying 80 cents for a pound of beans. June $2.19, and it has stayed. It has not went up past $2.19 since June.
Okay.
Now carrots, we buy carrots because I use them in canning projects. In January it was $2.99. This is for the the bigger bag. Now is in June it went up to $4.79, stayed that way, and now it's jumped up 10 cents to $4.89. One of the biggest things that shock me is potatoes, and we grow potatoes, but sometimes I will buy them to can, like if I don't have a good run on them. So January was $2.99, June $4.89, August was $5.99 for a 5-pound bag, and we're still staying at $5.99.
Wow.
We eat a lot of avocados, a lot. We eat a lot of Mexican food.
Yeah.
So now it used to be, 99 cents a pound. Then it went to $2 a pound. I mean, $2 for one. For one.
Yeah.
Now we're at, that has dropped. I'm sorry, $2. That was $2 times one. Yeah, it was $2 for one. And that's the only thing I've seen drop down. It's $1.67 for one right now. Tea, I drink tea like you drink coffee, Ginger. I drink a lot of tea. Tea used to be $2.99. It went from $2.99 to June to $6.99 to August to $7.29, and is holding at $7.29 for tea bags.
Tea bags. Oh
How
my
many tea bags
gosh.
is that for that?
What was that?
That's a 12 gallon tea bags. 12, the big ones that you make a whole
Oh, the
gallon.
family size.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's expensive. So things have so jumped from January till now.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
So one other thing I want to jump into before we move into the next thing is Bloo. Do you want to talk about lamb prices real quick?
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so this we actually do produce a lot of lamb in this country, but most of it's exported. The cheapest lamb you can get over here is actually from New Zealand and Australia.
Oh wow.
Imported. The difference is that what they call a leg of lamb over here that's imported is less than 3 months old. That's what we call a fetal lamb, because you get like half the size of a leg of lambs. For example, a leg of lamb, which is probably your most particularly bought piece of lamb over here.
Yeah.
So you can get one of those that is less than 3 months old, and it's £14.99, but you can only buy them frozen. Okay. If you want to get a UK leg of lamb.
Now keep in mind she lives in the UK.
I live in the UK. We have sheep farmers that are 5-10 minutes away from our house. Okay. To get a leg of lamb from them, and they are proper 12-month-old lamb, you're looking at anywhere between £50 to £70 a leg.
That's just insane.
It is.
What?
That is just insane.
So there's a reason. Sorry.
There is a reason. When they did all the international deals for Brexit, all the international countries were given a 10-year grace of no tariffs. UK farmers weren't. So they've been completely and utterly screwed.
Yeah, they have.
There is no money coming to this country from any of those deals for 10 years.
Wow.
And at that point, it's 83p.
Yeah, they get a bonus check for 83 cents. That's what's going to happen
83 cents, basically.
at the end of 10 years. After they've spent thousands of dollars in tariffs and taxes and whatever else to get to that 10 years. So there's really a very strong reason why I wanted this to transition the way it did. Okay. Not as bad as their situation, but our farmers run into the same problem, which will tie us into the next segue. Okay. our farmers are in kind of the same position. They're being paid not to farm. They're being paid to kill their crops. They're being paid to whatever it may be. I'm not here to have a political conversation. This is about how are farmers struggling with inflation and large crop gardeners. Okay. For that reason, based on what we're talking about right this second, Dale and Lisa, would you like to tell us what struggles you're having as a farm with inflation?
Feed costs is number one for us.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just in the past 6 months, it's probably tripled
or more.
So
our hog feed used to cost us $6 per 50, so $12 per 100. Now it costs us $17 per 50.
Yep.
Oh, whoa.
Our chicken feed, so I'm getting back to Feathered Friends Homestead here, and their statement about it's cheaper. I think it's a better product because we raise our chickens and our eggs here and everything. But we used to buy chicken layer feed for just under $9 per 50-pound bag. And now currently that's $22 a bag.
Whoa.
And we go through roughly a bag a week.
Yeah.
Grace from Grace and Fire just said theirs went from 16 to 27.
I was just going to say that because I just saw that. Oh, that's like crazy too.
So
the importance is, and I'll let you finish. I just want to interject the importance of this and why we're trying to get this information out is don't think as individuals you're suffering because the farms are suffering, which then trickles down to us having product available, or in Bloo's case, you have tariffs that are positioning the farmers not to be able to continue what they're used to doing, which is driving cost ups as well, which then they have to be imported, which then your prices are going to continue to grow. The point is you've got to find a way to make it work, but you also got to realize everybody's in the same boat.
Yeah. So that was at kind of like what I was alluding to earlier. The prices that we're receiving for our product is not increasing.
No.
Yeah.
So like our pasture raised chickens, we're at $3.50 a pound. We've already established that, you can buy it from the store cheaper, actually. Or more, it costs more there, but if I try to sell my product to somebody, they think that I'm too high priced already. And they're going to go buy this raised in a barn, stuff.
Less than prime conditions.
Yes, less than prime conditions.
Yes.
I know the cattle market here has been higher. But like I said, that input cost, I'm going to use an example like this. A 15 to 1,800 pound round bale of grass hay that we feed during the winter, a year ago would have been roughly $30 a bale. I'm hearing reports of you cannot buy one for less than $75 a bale right now.
Is that the big round bales?
The great big round bale.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to. Yeah.
5 foot wide, 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
So, and then Kris from KrisandLarry Homestead and I were having a discussion just in the last month. So our small square bales, roughly 3.5 to 4 foot long, 18 inches wide, 18 inches tall, are $7 to $8 here. But Kris in Arizona is currently paying like $27 per bale.
Oh my! For the small one?
For the small bales.
One. Yep.
Oh my goodness! And they have a lot of animals.
And she feeds one bale per day just to her goats.
Yeah.
So crop wise, like row crop wise, we are seeing high crop prices. So corn, that's one reason why your feed's going up so much. Corn is, $8 roughly per bushel. So that's 56 pounds of corn. But a person has to keep in mind that the fertilizer cost and the seed cost will take up all but about $2 of that. And fuel costs.
Yeah.
And the combine cost that did cost roughly $750,000 to buy 2 years ago now cost $1.25 million to buy.
That is unreal.
They expect people to be able to run their businesses and do what they do. This is what I don't understand.
Yeah.
I really don't understand it, because prices for basic machinery, it would be cheaper to every season hire people like we used to in the old days to go and cut it all by hand than to get a combine.
It's just
and
physically.
you could do that for 10 years and it'd still be cheaper than the blooming combine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's no way that you could support to pay the taxes and to pay for what the land. So here I've got another example of that. The inflation cost on things. So ground here to farming land to purchase it used to be about $500 to $600 an acre was considered extremely high. It's now $3,500 per acre.
Wow.
It's happened in about 2 years total. Cash rent on that ground. So, other people own the land and you have to rent the ground to farm it. Used to be cash rent was $50 per acre, is now $140 per acre. Yeah. Leanne's saying the same thing. Roughly $140 an acre.
That's crazy.
For cash rent.
I like what Dark Lord Minute said to Leanne, because she said she just woke up. She fell asleep and he said, "Good morning, Leanne."
So I think again, I'm not trying to force anybody to think one way or another, but I think the reality of all of us moving forward is, how do we best deal with what's in front of us? Okay.
Yeah.
Again, me and another person on panel, and I can't remember which one it was. I'm going to say it was Tiffany, but I'm not positive. One of the Georgia girls. Yes.
One of the grits, girls raised in the South.
Yes. Yeah. Here's where, at least for me, my perspective, it isn't going to work with everything. But, at some point, here's the truth of the matter and what should happen. The only way that, you could look at this two different ways, and here's the way I see that most people can make it happen, okay? You can take a political approach, which, again, I'm not here to talk politics, but there's that angle, but good luck with that, okay? Or you can take a reality approach, okay? And I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, and I'm not saying everybody's going to be able to do it, because not everybody is going to be able to do it, okay? But sooner or later, you know what? I don't have to have Kerrygold. I don't have to have this. I don't have to have that. I don't have to have that. If I got to go back to, I believe the term was going back to basics.
Yep.
Yes.
I see the glisten in her eyes, because I remember the conversation wholeheartedly right now. Going back to basics will force them to lower the prices because sooner or later they're not going to have any product out there to sell. Okay.
Mhm.
Now that is not going to work for everybody, and not everybody can do that. I get that. Okay. Start making your bread. Start making this. Start making that.
Mhm.
Start harvesting your own foods where you can and when you can. Don't be afraid to move forward, but do it in a realistic, smart approach.
Yes.
Anybody, please jump in.
Somebody needs to teach me how to make better bread because I suck at it.
I got you covered. You're good there.
Okay.
If I don't, I know a Mennonite who can. So.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
you don't get to talk about Leanne stuff, man, because I
Yep.
sit there and go, oh.
I just
agree.
really have not done good at it, and I wanna be a better person at it. I really do. I want to try, but
Okay.
I just
It's
Hold on a
definitely something you need to practice.
You do
Okay?
need
You
to
have to
practice.
allow yourself to be able to practice it because you learn from every loaf you make.
You do need to learn how to practice, but I'm here to tell you before February I didn't make any bread.
oh
Yeah.
wow.
It can be done. And if a guy can do it, a girl can do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to echo what Leanne said. Buy from a local farmer.
Yes.
Mhm.
Cut out the processors and the middleman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because here's why I want to say about that. And I'll use Leanne for an example because I know Leanne dairies. Milk at the big box store for a 1 gallon jug is $6.32.
Mm.
Leanne gets paid on that 1 gallon, probably not 15% of that price.
Correct.
The rest of that, and she's the one milking the cow that the product actually comes from. That middleman is getting all of that profit, or that store is marking it up.
That is so unfair.
Yep.
So
But
unfair.
I'm here to tell you it works in all industries though. I remember watching a documentary on chicken processing. I'm not here to claim that they're great and they're perfect because they're not. I get that they have their problems. But an average farmer on an average chicken that has to go through a middleman is only making at best 15 to 25 cents on every chicken that is processed.
I have a friend,
but they're selling them for $4 and $5 a piece.
Yep. So we are a very, very, very small operation when it comes to raising pork here or hog to sell. My friend has a larger operation. We're talking employs people, several thousand head, does it right, that kind of stuff. He banks on making 75 cents per pig.
Wait,
That's
the whole pig?
The whole pig. That's his whole profit margin per pig.
Wow.
That is what that man is risking his whole life and livelihood for, is 75 cents profit. You know who's making up all that profit? That processor.
Wow.
The big butcher plants and everything. That price difference between it and the retail market is who's making millions of dollars in profit.
So when you look at it from that perspective, the first thing I did, it's time to find a different business. It's not so easy when you got so much invested in everything, the property, the infrastructure in place, the year's supply of feed you already pre-bought because you knew you needed to have it ahead of time, whatever the like is. It's not that easy. And so then you continuously, in a vicious cycle, get stuck to that 75 cent profit times 100, 2,000, 10 million. It doesn't matter. 75 cents on a pig is not worth anything.
No, that's crazy.
And the guy flipping a burger at McDonald's, sorry,
I mean, to me, at that point, you have to look at, is it possible for us to set up our own processing? Can we get together with 2 or 3 other farmers and set up a processing between us and set up our own co-op to sell our meat and do the processing and then sell it on, so that we've actually we cut that guy out, because what should we line his pockets?
That's why Leanne and I both are saying, find a local farmer's market, find a local farmer, pre-buy the animal, he'll deliver it to a processing custom plant, and you will pay exactly what it costs to do that, and it will be way more budget friendly. And
here's another idea.
Your product will be better.
Yeah.
I have another idea.
Go shoot a deer.
Go sit in a tree stand. You knew where I was going with that, didn't you?
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. It costs $65 for us to get them processed, but we do.
Yep.
But the other thing is that this explains why farming is not a business anymore. Leanne makes it right there. That's why 1.5% of the world is currently a farmer right now, because it's a business that is dying. When the business dies down, then the government steps in and says, guess where we can make some money. And that's what happens.
That is actually what is going on. And I don't want anybody to think that what I'm saying is beating down our farmers whatsoever. Because our farmer is doing the utmost, taking the utmost care of their crops, their animals they can. The problem is big corporations buying up or trying to mass produce are killing the small family farms, killing them.
Yeah.
What that's going to lead to is what happened during the big C, when people were in the grocery store going, I can't get burger, I can't get milk, I can't get eggs. That's because so much dependence is on 2 to 3 corporation farms, instead of like it is designed and should be, which is buy local from a local producer, small family farm.
Yes. I agree with you.
I can tell you, out here in the middle of nowhere, we weren't that worried about it, because we all got a freezer or 2 sitting there, ground beef or steaks or,
I was working at Ingalls part-time in the floral department when that hit. And I can remember coming in a couple days in a row, and the produce department is logistic-wise right beside the floral department. They're not in together like they are in a Publix, but they're right. We can see each other. And I can just remember looking up at the potato row, which is usually just overrun with potatoes, no potatoes. Like 3 days in a row, they would get a truck in at like 4:30, 5 in the morning, put it out. And as soon as they did, by the time I came, I don't think I had to be in till like 8:30 or 9. And by the time I got there, all gone.
Yep.
That's the way it was with me. I used to manage a Dollar General during that time, and people would be lined up outside as I'm pulling in at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning to unload freight, and they're waiting for an hour or 2 for the door to open.
Yeah.
And then we couldn't guarantee what came on that truck, especially with the toilet paper thing. That was horrible to be on the back side of that. On the other side of that, I was Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know an alternative for toilet paper. I mean, I can give you one for, not buying a bag, but the toilet paper one, I don't know.
Well, and part of the thing is just what Tom Garvey said. There's only 4 major meat processors in this country. That means all those processors are controlling the entire meat market for the entire country, if not others, because I don't know where that expands to.
Wow.
Here's where we go and why this all kind of ties in together, and it's I want to come back to this because I don't want to walk away from this conversation without addressing it this way. It's why I asked Ginger and Tiffany and Blue to be a part of this conversation, because not only are we talking farms, we're talking about the large scale gardeners or growers that are not farms or ranches or anything like that. You guys have had to as well feel the same pinch. I mean, I know we've already addressed feed, and that's an issue, but what other things are becoming a problem for you guys?
Soil fertilizers high.
Oh, yeah. See, over here, peat, compost with peat in it is being made illegal as of next year. It's not allowed to be sold anymore. The reason being that the peat bogs are being decimated and the ecosystem is in major decline. Okay, so and because it is such an important part of the ecosystem where it is, they cannot take any more out of it without it coming to a tipping point and basically being destroyed forever. So
yeah.
It's not like cutting down a pine forest. Peat bogs have taken millions of years to become what they are. So they've put a blanket ban on peat composts. So what's been happening is a lot of companies have been buying up council green waste. So your local town's green waste, they've been chucking out peat-free compost left, right, and center, but they're not checking it or sifting it or sorting it before they put it through the grinders. So you're getting large pieces of plastic. Last year I cut my hand on a 3-inch piece of glass, just putting my hand in the bag of compost. But the other thing is as well, they're getting it done so fast, it's not reaching the temperatures it needs to reach to become good compost.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine, he chose something like 10 different composts last year and did soil testing on all of them. And not one of them had any nitrogen in them or any calcium in it. They had no nutrients whatsoever.
Yep.
So what I've been doing is when it starts to go down in price towards the end of the season, I'll buy 5 or 6 bags of it, leave it in the plastic bags to macerate and keep breaking down over winter, ready for the next year, because it's cheaper to do it that way. And it's actually going to build up at least some nutrients, because the problem is that because of the whole big C thing, everyone wanted to go and start a garden. So there was no soil left. There was no compost left. There was nothing. It was gone, So between that and the whole peat-free compost thing, prices have skyrocketed, but you're buying compost that is absolutely not okay.
Worthless. There's nothing in it.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Yeah.
There is nothing in it. It's dead soil, but they're also feeling like they've failed because they don't realize that soil's got nothing in it.
Yep.
So, their seedlings are dying and all of that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
So do you guys have anything more pressing that needs to be brought up or that we've missed or sidetracked or anything that you can think of?
I will tell you what the one thing that we have done is, well, actually 2 things that I'll share. We've gotten the IBC tanks and have I'm talking about the big, like 275
water,
330 gallon tank of you can put water in.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we've gotten those, and actually Joey has taken a piece of the not soffit,
the
gutter.
water. Yeah,
the rain gutter. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's taken pieces of gutter and through the top, he's finagled it to where it'll run down in there off of our carport that we have. We have one of those big carports, so we have like 3 of those filled with water almost completely, and it's nothing but rainwater, which of course the plants respond much better to rainwater than they do anything out of your tap. So that has definitely saved us as far as water. And then I really I can only attribute it to just like surfing through the internet, but the MI Gardener does the core planting method. And I'm going to tell you, those San Marzanos that I had such a bumper crop this year, that's what I did. I did the core planting method, and it saved me from having to water those plants so much, and they got more of an even watering on their own over the summer. So my tomato plants did not stress out. I mean, I was watching so many people and their plants were stressing out from the heat. And I think number 1, it was where we planted them. And number 2, it was really using that planting method. And all it is, you've got dirt, and then you put like 12 inches down, you put a layer of decayed straw that you've just let sit outside and break down over the last 6-8 months, and you put that down, and then put like another 8-10 inches of soil on top of it, and by the time those tap roots get down to that straw, they're nice and strong, and they get what they need, and that straw keeps it aerated. And I mean, it really works. It has saved me so much in water, in labor. Yeah.
Cool.
Take your raised bed gardens and get the square bales of straw and put them in the bottom of your raised bed garden. Because a bale of straw is like 18 inches tall. Most raised beds are 24 plus.
Yeah.
Yes. So that takes up the most, and then put your soil over the top of that, and then as that straw breaks down, it naturally composts, and it helps absorb the water.
Yes.
Also, you can get almost too nitrogen doing that though, so you have to be careful with that.
It's almost like hugel culture. So if you were doing your raised beds hugel culture, you'd put giant logs down the bottom, and then you'd put branches.
It's taking the place of those giant logs.
Put your straw and all your other bits on top. So it slowly breaks down over time, but you've still got all that really good feed going into your soil. I just wanted to address something really quickly that's going on in the chat.
I was going to as well.
Okay, so hi, Sika. Sika's one of my friends. He lives here in the UK. All right. He doesn't know the situation that happened for you guys over the Big C and with furlough. So I just wanted to explain a little bit of that, because I didn't know it till it was explained to me last week. Okay, or week before, the last couple of weeks. So here in the UK, when everyone got laid off or had to go on furlough for lockdown, you're on the furlough scheme and you still had your job, you only got a third of your wages got paid for you. A third, not half, a third. Anyone who lost their job, they went onto universal credit, which is basically the dole. They got £70 a week, but there was such an uproar about it only being £70 a week and people not being able to live on that, because they didn't realize that that's what people got on benefits. It went up by £20 a week. That got taken, that £20 supplement per week got taken away in September of last year. Gone. It was only there for 6 months. All right. So, but Seeker Hunt in the States, they got $3,500 a month.
Mm-hmm. Some did. Yes.
Some did.
Yeah.
$3,500 a month. So they're not going to work for anything under that because that's what they need to live on. So therefore, why would they work for anything under that? Because
right.
Which I understand completely, because if you need that to live on, and it is expensive to then go to work, because then you've got petrol prices and you've got uniforms and you've got clothing and you've got all of the things that on top of that, plus childcare and all of those sorts of things as well. So if you're only just managing on what you've got over there on that, you can't afford to work, especially, like here, you can't do it because a bus fare per day is £10 per day for a bus fare in some places, So why would you want to go for a job that isn't going to give you enough money to be able to get to it?
Right.
Yeah.
Let alone any other expenses that you're then incurring. So I do understand it on that point of view. It does make it harder for a lot of employers and for businesses, etc. I get that. But people are looking for a living wage now. They're not looking for just a job to get by.
Yeah.
They're looking at being able to provide for their family.
Well, and the other thing I'd like to point out too, and it kind of goes to everybody that does come on this channel. We're not here to start anything, and hopefully there's not any hard feelings. We're not here to pick people out and say one's wrong and one's not. But we want to bring this conversation to people so that they have hopefully some thought process, some options, got some information tonight as to keep an eye on what's going on. Hello, Runneth Over Garden and Life. Thank you for coming.
Yes. Hello. Hello.
I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night. We're going to go ahead and move on. I think maybe next week, if we have an address, maybe it's what can we provide for people? We kind of have now talked the farm and the garden end of it. We've talked about individuals. Is there something we're missing? So your guys' homework for next time is what can we offer out there that we don't offer already? What can we help to provide with? Is it recipes? Is it a video about something? Is it a how-to something else? That kind of thing.
Can I just say one more price?
Yes.
That Joey found out today. And Dale, you may use this or not use this. You may know of it, but Joey does like remodels inside people's, he does it outside too. So he needed to go buy some of the drop plastic that you put inside because he needs to spray the ceilings in some rooms. So he used to be able to buy, and it's just the 2 mil 100-foot roll of just white plastic, painter's plastic to throw down on the floor. He used to be able to buy that for $19.98 for the 100-foot roll. He went in and had to buy 2 of them today, and they were $39.98 a piece.
Yipes.
And he had to buy 2. Yeah.
See, it's hidden everywhere. I mean, everybody's
that's a construction cost,
construction cost,
yeah.
Right? But on the same token, and it's like we talked earlier today, that could be a farmer having to buy that to fix one of their greenhouses or one of their pens or fix a wall that's got a hole in it, for all that matters.
Yeah,
it's an added cost that we don't consider. The unfortunate part is those that are in control of those costs are just
lining their own pockets.
Yes, that's
the problem. So, I'll bring up, and its supply issue is, I know of a company that sells a piece of equipment that tons of them are sold, and they need an alternator for it. I heard word on this because someone has been waiting for a couple months for the alternator for that piece of equipment. The supplier finally let them know that the current back order is 1,800 of that alternator, 1,800 pieces. They already have 900 of those spoken for, guaranteed delivery, because it's been over 8 months. So the first 900 that come in are already gone. They have additional orders of over 1,000.
Whoa.
That have been on back order for 2 months. And they see no supply coming in the near future.
Oh my goodness.
So we're talking about pieces of equipment that are several thousands of dollars that are
farming equipment, yes.
Setting there dead, cannot do anything.
Jeez.
Well, maybe next week, Tony, you can teach me how to make a loaf of bread for $1.28.
As long as you're not implying it's a live show, yeah, we can do that.
Come on, why not? We watched you cook on a live at Last Chance Cook-Off, right?
Yeah, I've also seen you beat loofahs and spray them to death, but I'm not trying to re-encourage you to go back out and do that again, am I?
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh, well, yeah. So I guess I'm sorry. I'll let you go back to what our homework was. I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So let's just try to come up with ideas and things we can possibly, throw out there for recommendations, suggestions. Maybe chat if they got some suggestions. Have them ready for us. Let's see what we can talk about and brainstorm. Okay.
Okay. Sounds
Anything
good.
else from anybody?
No.
My coffee's good. Sorry I disappeared.
No, that's okay. Mine's almost gone, so I'm almost up my time limit anyways. When I hit the bottom of this cup, that means I gotta go.
Literally gonna have to go.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too, but I'm gonna go potty.
What did I just do? Oh well. All right, guys. So
we're here.
Thank you to the mods for being in here. Thank you for everybody that showed up. Thank you to everybody that participated. I do think it was a good conversation.
Hey, Tom. Yes, good night, Tom.
Thank you, panelists, for coming in. I appreciate that. I know it's late for some of you, and I apologize, and early for others. So it is what it is. So you guys have a great week, and we'll see you Tuesday night for another game night and next Friday for another conversation. So you guys all have a good night. Thank you.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.